Hi everyone, I hope you guys are keeping well. Today I have a special video for you about spondylolisthesis, and I'm going to explain for you what is this condition initially, and at the same time I'm going to show you 5 special exercises that you can do to recover from this condition. By the end of this video you can understand what is this condition and where does it come from and what can you do about it. Don't forget, before you're watching this video, like this video, share and subscribe our channel. I would like to give you a very good news regarding what we are going to do from this week. If you have any problem with your back or any injury that you suffer, I'm going to give one person a free online consultation every week. The only things that you need to do, follow 3 steps. Like this video, write for me in this video what is your problem, and follow us on Instagram and in Facebook. Pretty simple and all free. I'm going to send you a message that we can organize your online consultation by the end of this Sunday. Let's get started. If you've never been in this channel, my name is Bob. I'm a physical therapist and I love what I do. The purpose of this channel is to help people like yourself to be able to understand their signs and symptoms and the problem that they suffer, and be able to follow some sort of exercise and home-based routine for quicker recovery. If you write for me any question, I will definitely answer that question. You can check my channel, all of the question has been answered. None of the question will be left without any answer. If I don't know something, I will tell you to maybe seek help from somebody else. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share this channel for weekly update. Let's get started. Spondylolisthesis is the result of advanced degenerative disc diseases. It's a condition that discs degenerate and resulting in loss of disc height. This condition causing instability in one vertebra to slip forward over another one below it. Other cause of spondylolisthesis would be stress fracture or congenital abnormalities. There are some rare causes such as tumor and trauma. Degenerative spondylolisthesis is a consequence of aging process in which the bone, joints and the ligaments in the spine grow weakened and become less able to maintain the alignment of the spine. This type of spondylolisthesis typically occur at one of 2 levels of lumbar spine, L3, L4 or L4, L5, which is the most common one. Degenerative spondylolisthesis is more common in people over age of 50, and in particular among individuals over age 65. Women are 2 to 3 times as likely as men to be diagnosed. Spondylolisthesis can cause impingement of the nerve and fatigue of the back muscles, and may result lower back and leg pain. The symptoms of spondylolisthesis may be lower back and leg pain, sciatica, an aching pain in the hip, buttocks and lower back that radiate into back of the thighs and the legs, a shuffling gait when walking, or weakness in the lower extremity, or abnormal posture. If you experience any of these symptoms, we would recommend you to visit your physical therapist and ask them for advice. After correct diagnosis of spondylolisthesis, your physical therapist will recommend you a treatment plan which is included physical therapy and strengthening exercises. You may rest and restrict certain type of activity to minimize your pain in that period of time. Injection sometimes would help with reduce the pain and swelling, and you may take some medication and analgesic to reduce pain and swelling. The first exercise that I'm going to show you guys, we're trying to improve the mobility in our lumbar spine, which we call the posterior tilt of your pelvis. I'm going to show you how to do it. You can give it a try. You're going to lie on your back. You can use a pillow if that feels more comfortable. We're trying to push our spine down to the ground, which means with that movement it creates a posterior tilt in our spine. and our hip. I'm gonna put my hands underneath of my lower back to just feel that pressure from my lower back. If you feel this is uncomfortable initially, you gotta be patient, breathe in and out while you're doing it, and you're trying to slowly create that movement. I'm trying to hold it for 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, and relax. We're gonna try it one more round. Push it down. You can feel the pressure from my lower back. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. When you repeat this movement, it actually creates more strength, and you can actually use those muscles better than where you started. We're gonna practice this exercise for 3 sets of 5, and we hold it for 5 seconds. Now, from there, we're gonna progress this exercise, and I'm gonna show you the second move, which is we're gonna do something similar to dead bug, but it basically we're trying to hold our posterior tilt and create those movements. We're gonna practice this, which means we're gonna push the pelvis down posteriorly, hold it there, and we're trying to bring one foot up. Slow down, back up again, slow down. Now, the most important part of this exercise is that when you're doing this movement with your leg, you want to keep your lower back pushed down to the ground and maintain that stability. I'm gonna show you one more round. Hold my hands there just for you to understand what we're doing. You push it down, you bring one leg up, slow down. While I'm doing this movement, I'm trying to keep my hip and my pelvis down to the ground and not moving. 4, and I go one more, and 5. Now, when I got more comfortable with this exercise, I tried the same thing. Posterior tilt, my pelvis, hold it there. I bring my arms as well, back and forward, back and forward. While I'm doing this exercise, guys, my pelvis doesn't shift, up, slow control, and back. Now, you can switch side. You gotta practice this exercise for a while to get better in it, and you will be surprised. It takes time to actually get to that level. Posterior tilt, bring the legs up, slow down, back up. If you go for 5 tap, you gotta make sure that you're breathing while you're doing this movement. And I'm gonna show you the progression. Bring your foot up and arms at the same times. Back up and relax. Now, you're gonna try these exercises for 3 sets of 5. Tap it, slow and control. Don't rush it for the progression for both arms and legs. Be patient, practice the slow, step by step, breathe in and out, and make sure to not rushing it. Let's move to the next exercise. The next move that I'm going to show you guys is going to be hip bridges or glute bridges. There's so many different ways to call it, but I'm going to show you the version that's suitable for you, and you can practice that. We already learned how to posterior tilt our pelvis, and we're going to try a similar movement while we're doing our hip bridges, which means you're trying to posterior tilt your pelvis and then go for hip bridge. Posterior tilt the pelvis, hold that, and go for hip bridge. Posterior tilt pelvis, and we're gonna go up. Slow control down, tilt pelvis, and go up. You can hold it at the top for a second, slow down. You can hold the hands on the ground if you feel more comfortable. Back down and hold it there for 1 second. We're gonna go one more round. Posterior tilt pelvis, hold it there, and we're gonna go for a bridge. You do feel that your glute and your hamstring could actually work while you're doing this exercise. You're gonna posterior tilt the pelvis and back up again. Hold it there for 1 second, slow control down. It's a very gentle move, guys. It's not very quick. You wanna start with 3 sets of, let's say, 8 to 10. Slowly progress them to 15 repetitions. Your movement is a slow tempo. which means you're trying to create movement of your pelvis initially and push it to top and hold it there for a second. Make sure that your glutes and your hamstrings are working and slowly you're coming down. Progress them step by step and challenge and see which muscle works. Your glute and hamstring usually will be the primary muscle. One of the main areas that feels very stiff and immobile would be around your hip and your lower back. I'm going to show you a very simple stretch that you're going to do in a daily basis while you're doing these exercises. As you can see, part of this routine is not necessarily stretch only, it's a mobility, strengthening, and stretches at the same time. And I would always suggest my patient to do all of them at the same time. Don't stick to only stretching certain muscle group, because stretching is great, but it doesn't necessarily strengthen that specific muscle. I'm going to show you how to stretch your hip very gently without aggravating your pain. This is the safest position for you to do. Basically, you're going to lie on your back and you can use your both arms and hold your knee down to your chest. Now, while you're doing this, it creates some sort of like posterior tilt for your hip anyway, which is great. That's what we're usually looking for. But if you have issue to holding both knees, you can start initially with one knee. And if you find your knees are sore to hold it from there, you can hold them from underneath of your basically knee. Hold it there 15 to 20 seconds. Our aim is to get to 30 seconds hold. You're breathing in and out, and you can hold one leg. And then whenever you felt comfortable, you can bring both legs, hold them there. And if you can hug the knee, it would be definitely more stretch on the hip and you can feel it more. You're gonna hold it there for 30 seconds and you can try this for 3 set to 4 set every day. Now, I'm gonna show you, if you find this stretch is very easy, you can even bring the knee kind of like hip off the ground, which means you're bringing it a little bit higher, and that creates a bit of more posterior tilt on the pelvis and your lower back. This is one of the simplest stretches that you can do while you're doing these exercises. Try it for 3 to 4 sets of holding it for 30 seconds. If you find it uncomfortable, start with one knee and slowly build it up to holding both knees. Make sure that you're breathing through the exercises and not holding your breath. The last exercise that I'm going to show you today, guys, it's a very simple stretch for your hamstring. Hamstring is another muscle that you can actually stretch while you're experiencing this condition. It's a very simple exercise. You may need a towel or a belt or those stretch pulls. You can use anything. Towels is straightforward. I'm going to show you how to do it. You're going to lie on your back and wrap that kind of like around your foot. And what we're trying to do, we're trying to create that movement while we're doing it, which means you're going to go down and come back up. Slow down and come back up. You might not be comfortable to go all the way up initially, but what we're trying to do, we're trying to create that movement. Hold it there for 5 to 10 seconds, slow back down and back up again. If you find that you're feeling the stretch in some specific position, hold it there for 10, 20 seconds, progress it to 30 seconds. It feels very comfortable. I'm not feeling a strong pull. And slowly, if you find it more comfortable, you can actually bring it a little bit higher. You're gonna practice the same thing on the other leg. You might find one side is a little bit more tighter than the other side. Bring it up. Breathe in and out, slow. Feels very good. I can feel my hamstring, definitely feeling the stretch, even up to here. I don't need to force it and bring it a little bit higher. This towel, it's great because it gives you kind of like a control on your stretch without pulling too much or too little. You're gonna hold it there for 10, 15 seconds. Slowly progress it to 20 to 30 seconds hold. Try it for 3 sets to 4 sets in each side. With following this routine, you don't necessarily need to follow the exercises back to back. You can do it in your own way, but make sure to try this exercise at least once a day. For optimum result, I always tell my patient to try them twice a day if you have time, when you wake up in the morning or before you go to bed. I hope you find this video helpful. If you have any question, make sure to leave me a comment and I'll get back to you quickly. I'm going to repeat this again one more time, that I'm going to give 1% a free online consultation every week. And you can simply, with entering a message or a comment on this video, liking this video and following us on our social media or Facebook and Instagram, be that winner. I would like to thank you for watching this video and following us on our social media and YouTube channel. Your support means a lot, and I will looking forward to see you all in the next week. All the best.